Happy birthday. Born on the 28th of February. That's a very good birthday to have, in the sense that you will be very ambitious, you will be reaching for the stars, you will be looking for recognition, you will be wanting to be famous, and you will have the creativity levels and the originality of ideas. So that in a bundle, that's fantastic horoscope to have. But you also have a little downside. You will always tend to show arrogance, a poor teamwork. You will tend to be a person who has very low tolerance for others, and you will be bordering on becoming a perfectionist, which is not good. And so your supporters will come and go. Long-term support, long-term happiness becomes difficult. You only have bursts of good energy. So born on the 28th, you have to be very careful that you cannot afford your character to become difficult. And however ambitious you are, do not allow your ego to override everything. Don't become egocentric. Your compatibility will not be easy with anyone. And so for long-term compatibility, whether in business partnerships, whether in marriage possibilities, whether in sports areas, you tend to be a loner, and you tend to function at your own speed with your own energy. And that, of course, weakens compatibility. So be very careful when you choose your partner. Okay? Now I want to talk to you about 2017. You are not going to do very well in 2017, although the planets of 2017, because you're born on the 20th of February, will offer you many opportunities, many possibilities in romance, in marriage, in career change, in business areas, all over the place. But be careful, don't bite the bait too quickly. You will have to be disappointed if you do. So you have to think very carefully of these offerings, possibilities from the planets in 2017. And yes, you can move forward, you can find promotions, you can win recognition, you can find romance, you can find marriage, and everything's happier. But don't get carried away and don't take things for granted. Because there are also planets that for people born on the 28th can in 2017 bring difficulties. Difficulties like, for example, because you are hasty, you are impatient, you are argumentative, everything you do will be at the top speed. Sometimes because you want to be the first. What's the point? Because you only end up making mistakes. So go slow. Look at situations carefully before you say or do anything. And that way you will be in safer territory. Now 2017 has taken away about 35% good luck. So you're left with about 65 or 70% at times. Now it depends on what age you are going to be in 2017. There is the age planets have their own horoscope, the calendar year planets have their own horoscope. And so I'm going to give you a set of ages as an example. These sets of ages are very kind to people who are born on the 28th. And so it brings them a lot of good luck. And so you can fight the 35% lost and gain ground. Now let's imagine that you are the ages of 16 or 25 or 34 or 43 or 52 or 61 or 70 or even 79. Now I'm talking of people born on the 28th in the period of Pisces. So it's for millions of people. It's a very general reading. The year of birth would make it more important to use for a horoscope. Then the time of birth makes it even further more important. Then your palms will explain more things about you. So right now, knowing that you are 20th of born, I worry that 2016 may trouble you, but the ages which I've mentioned just now, you will still tend to do well. You will still progress. You will not lose more than about maybe 40% or 45% overall. So the progress will be seen, although not very much. But I'm going to give you another set of ages now, which if you are these ages, you have to be very careful really. And if you happen to be the ages of 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67 or 76, if you are going to be these ages in 2017, be very careful. You can go to the level of 80% difficulty rate in 2017 in areas of romance and marriage and career and business and health even. And your emotional area will also be very weak. And so, if you are these ages, you cannot expose yourself to risk. You need to be very careful as you approach anything or anybody or any circumstance in 2017. If you are not any of these ages, then your horoscope is in the middle way. So as your horoscope moves through the 12 zodiac signs in 2017, you will have your ups and downs. Okay, so that's why it's very important for me to know all the details of your time of birth and your date of birth and your palms. Now, I want to talk to you about health. Now, knowing you're born on the 28th of February, firstly, I worry that your neck area is going to find a lot of problem. So the vertebrae, the spine in the neck area can produce quite a bit of difficulties. Secondly, if you are a woman, I worry about your ovarian problems. And then, if you're a man, I worry about the prostate gland problems. And then I worry about allergies. Your horoscope can tend to attract allergies. Now, there are 4 kinds of allergies. I won't dare to say that you will have all 4 because I don't have enough information. But you can have skin allergies, breathing allergies like sinusitis, allergies to your eyes, and also stomach allergies. So when you have these problems, go and see the relevant specialists and they will help you. So these are the few things I can pick up just knowing you're born on the 28th of February. When I have your full details, I will be able to do a whole checkup for you, and this will bring about early detection. My duty is to provide early detection for you. And if you know that as you get older, years and years away still, that certain things can develop and you start checking about these things early, the early detection will take place and you will never go to the bad levels of suffering. Alright, let me go to your colors now. And for 2017, I've chosen a color for you, which if you wear this color, you are going to attract some planets who will help you overcome the difficulties for 2017 or enhance the quality of the good things coming for you. The color I've chosen for you is the color gray. It's very compatible to people born on the 28th of February. So wear as much as gray, underclothing, top clothing, the pillowcase, the bed sheets, the towel, the chair you sit on at work or at home, the carpets, the curtains. Try to contact with as much as gray as possible for all these things. And when you contact gray, you'll find a lot of protection coming from you from a small group of planets who will look out for you as much as possible. Okay. Now regarding directions, there are planets who stay around the compass. And so when you look at a certain direction a lot every day, like going to office, you have the same table, you have the same chair, and you sit there facing the same direction every day. Now if that direction happens to be good, you're very lucky. If it happens to be bad, it could be the reason why you just cannot do well in your job at all. Misinformation and mistakes all the time. Okay, so the direction I've chosen you, this is only for 2017. Because I have very little information about you. The direction I've chosen for you is the direction north. If you face north, you're going to face certain planets which will help you a great deal in career, in business, in romance, in marriage, and also mentally, emotionally, and physically. You will just operate and feel better. So try and face north if you can as much as possible. Now when you sleep, your eyes are closed and you cannot look at a direction. So now it's all about your feet. So we want your feet, the soles of your feet, to be facing north. So that energy that comes through your feet is always the best energy coming through. Okay? Now I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for people outside Malaysia. And The business consultation will be for 75 minutes or more, and I will use your full date of birth and time of birth and then look at your palms through Skype and be able to give you a lot of information. For the next 5 or 6 years, I will predict in detail and cover all areas of your life. Do go to Facebook and look me up. And while on Facebook, to search for me, type Andi, A-N-D-I, dot Singh, S-I-N-G-H, dot 9, the number 9, dot facebook.com, and it'll bring you to my face page, and we can communicate, make plans to Skype, ask me questions if you want. Until then, happy birthday again, and for 2017, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you and goodbye.